Sip of this drink real quick.
We already started. We live,
Fuck
baby.
it. You know what I'm saying? What's good? With that being said,
Had it.
this is the Casual
Hey.
Crew Podcast, and I am your boy HBK Vakora, your host. I got my crew with me right here, and I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves today. This week, I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourselves. You know what I'm saying?
What's good? It's your
Go
boy
ahead.
Datusha Pot, or Datusha Not Nice. You know what I'm saying? AKA Mukamara Sama. You know what I'm saying? I am, one of the members of the Casual Crew podcast. We've been doing this for 5 episodes now. You know what I'm saying? I want to give us a round of applause for that. And we've been staying consistent. You know what I'm saying? We're on episode 5 and shit. We are live, and you know what I'm saying? It's lit.
Good, it's your boy Guru the God, aka Big Bro Guru. How y'all doing today? You know what I'm saying? We live, we happening, it's popping. It's good vibes around this motherfucker. I hope y'all did y'all saves today, and I hope you're feeling good. Drink your water.
W mans. Drink that, do that sage.
Water.
Yeah, I need to drink some water as well.
Your water.
Facts.
All right. Mac, you gonna introduce yourself?
What's good, y'all?
Or you
Mac
gonna hide?
Breezy. I'm a indie manga creator / music producer. Find me on TikTok and Instagram. I'll be drawing like a motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the rest of y'all because y'all on mute. So we got King Vasto Lorde, you know what I'm saying? Mainstay. He been here for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Rocking with the crew. Honestly, everybody here been rocking with us for a minute. To be real when I'm seeing y'all. So, we got King Vasto Lorde. We got Isaiah Vane. He pulled up just as we started, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Isaiah. You got your boy Mello. I know he be popping in the text, you know what I'm saying? He be lighting up the chat, so I expect to see him there. Mellow Blurred. And then we got infamous Tay Tay. What's good?
Infamous.
Yep, the
She got her name out in the streets. Tay, what the hell? Come back home. I'm weak.
You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start it off with the question of the week. The question I always ask everybody, which is, what have y'all been up to this week? What y'all got going on?
I'm gonna start real quick. So my week has been interesting, full of ups and downs. But one thing that I've learned from this week is to stand on business and protect your energy. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when I was a young buck, I probably would have jumped on any, you know what I'm saying, fucking on these young rats and shit. I ain't doing that shit no more. I'm out here sticking to my guns and then finding inner love and inner peace with myself. That's where I'm at this week.
Out here protecting his energy.
So I'm not giving my energy to everybody. I'm just giving the ones that reciprocate the same energy, and that's just what I be on now.
All right, that's what's up.
I guess I'll go next then.
I know we
you
have.
know what I'm saying?
Yep, go Guru, do your thing.
All
I was
right,
just
so
gonna
for
shout
my
out
week-
Isaiah. Yeah, let me do that real quick. He said for his week he been moving boxes because that's his job. He been moving boxes all day,
Got him
all
working.
damn day.
Man.
But nah, go ahead, Guru.
All right, so my week's a little bit interesting, you know what I'm saying? So like I don't know how y'all feel about the tarot card videos and stuff like that, but when I get on Facebook and I go through my reels, they just randomly pop up. So for a while, for like a few months before now, I've been getting these tarot card videos about somebody popping up from the past, confessing they love, apologizing, blah 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 blah. Now, usually I just put that shit to the wind. I just be like, all right, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I don't really care. But lo and behold, that shit happened. That shit happened.
Damn.
So I had a shorty pop up from the past, telling the brother like how like she's sorry for ghosting a nigga and this and the third. But the thing is, I didn't have no hard feelings about it. Like we were all young, we were all trying to figure out our own way and do our own thing, bro. It's life, shit happens. So I had no hard feelings. So I told her it's all good. After that, she gonna tell a bro that she in love with a nigga, she wanna be with a nigga, and that like once she fix her shit that she got going on, like next year she wanna see what's up. So I'm like, oh, well, shit, okay. So that's one thing. Other than that, your boy just stay consistently on the workouts,
Hell yeah.
meditation, a little meditation. And I'm always getting on the beats. I've been writing lately. Still trying to make them Afro beats and dancehall stuff. I found a cool ass Afro dancehall beat song. Oh yeah, it's finna go off. But other than that, the week's been cool. I ain't got no complaints. I made it to Thursday and I'm here with my boys. I'm here with the gang.
Yes.
Speaking to the people.
We love it.
Peace and love to y'all.
I look forward to seeing if you're gonna entertain that or not.
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? You know me and
like
Vicor.
it, like-
I like to get
All right, real
mixy,
quick.
so I'm trying to know. You
All
already
right, fine.
know.
Let's get mixy then. Yeah. I entertained it a little bit. I
Gotta
ain't gonna lie. I entertained it a little bit. I'm cool with the conversation. Shorty got a lot going on, so I'm cool with conversation. So I've been chopping it up with her lately. So that's just what it's been. But like as far as actions and meeting up go, I don't really know about that way. I'm gonna wait till fix that shit up because you know how it be. Like after a breakup, man, you gotta have that good period of time where you like get yourself back together.
Facts.
You think about everything that happened, you pull yourself back in and you move on forward. Like I don't do that rebound shit. I'm not finna be your rebound. Like no.
See, yeah.
That's real.
That's real as fuck. You definitely got to give time after a breakup and while they're in relationships, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to respect their relationship, and once they're out and once it's done, they get rid of that energy. Then you might, because you don't know what type of energy they might be passing off after just being in a relationship type shit.
Even if they're really over it.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
Shit,
you
not
gotta
even
be
just
cautious.
not even they're over it, but it's just like they can give you, you know what I'm saying, some just insecurities that they've been holding on, and all types of shit. Like you don't know what type of that's spiritual warfare right there. You don't know what some demons.
Them not being over it though.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
Gonna see. We gonna see. But Vosto, what you been up
Out
to
next
this
time on
week?
Dragon Ball Z.
Yo, so I'm basically oh man. So basically I'm like Guru. I done dealt with this well, it's the opposite for me. So I'm the one apologizing to this chick that I went to high school with.
But that's
So I'm
growth,
getting
bro. That's growth. I'm gonna applaud you for
Huh?
that. That's growth. I said that's growth.
No, that's a fact. I've been in love with this girl since high school, so I had to fix things, bro. I had to fix things. So I've been dealing with that. We've been chopping it back up because at first she wasn't talking to me, so got back into her good books. We talking whatever. Other than that, yeah. Other than that, I just been working on I'm trying to get my license. It's time. I've been practicing driving, and that's it.
Hey, it's never too late.
Facts. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on everything you said. I was actually finna say this though when you said so early. I said, yo, it hurt when the one that you really want to be with don't want to talk to you. When she ghosts you, she block you or whatever. And like you be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like that'd be the main one you want to talk to. That's the only one you can't talk to. Like definitely I know what you was probably going through. So I'm gonna say that's what's up. That you congratulations that y'all is talking again, and I wish the best for you because I already know what you probably went through to get to where you are.
Appreciate that.
Facts.
Hey,
some of us don't get that second chance.
That shit be tragic, bro. That shit be the worst.
Heartbreaking,
That's why I be
man.
crashing. That's why I be crashing out. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, moving on. Mac, what have you been up to this week?
Number work, man. I've been trying to put together this little TikTok. Been making a few videos. I actually posted a review for another indie manga that came out called One Nation. Posted a little review about that. Set up my Discord a little bit more. Been drawing out some more panels. Trying to get this first chapter pushed out by New Year's. Yeah, that's about it. It's been working nonstop.
Yes, sir. To the artists in here, y'all gonna do Inktober? I know I had asked Isaiah about it. I don't know if I asked you about it, Mac. You gonna participate in Inktober this year?
Oh yeah, I've been doing Inktober since I was in high school.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. It's man, I don't remember the last time. It's been a while, so I'm excited to kind of see what that shit's about.
Well, for those that don't know, go ahead and let the rest of us know what Inktober is.
Okay, my bad. Inktober is pretty much. I mean, it's just like you just kind
For
of
the
ink.
entire month of October, every day
Yeah, go
you
ahead.
have to draw something, and it's just something for all artists to participate in and kind of share their works. And I think there's even competitions in some places, or some companies do competitions, stuff like that.
Yeah, he would explain. I was just gonna say you just gotta like draw like with a pen on ink and trace or not trace, but ink like one of your drawings. That's what I thought it was. That's how I know I'm out the loop.
Week.
Yeah, I didn't know it turned into all
Well,
that.
I look forward to it then, because I didn't know nothing about it, and I always like seeing dope new art, especially from artists that don't always pop out. You know, those be the main ones that have some crazy shit that they want to show everybody, and they only pop out once a year type shit. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. It's all month next month.
Yeah, every day of next month. Yeah, it's pretty much every artist their little art for the day. Every day
Yep,
of the month. So you can look out for.
All right.
sir.
Well,
Gonna get
that's
real
good.
spooky.
October gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the Libras out in the world. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, does anybody else want to share, or are we gonna jump into our topics for the week?
Isaiah did ask a question. I think it was to Mac. He was saying, "What's your dream whip? What do you want to drive?"
Oh, that's easy. 79 Stingray, Candy Red. Not sure if y'all need a picture reference or 1 second. I got y'all. Hold on. Get y'all a reference of what I'm talking about. 79 Stingray. Absolute dream car.
So he gonna drop it in the chat because he already knows where it's at. A picture of it and everything. He said, "Very easy. I'm about to answer this question."
It's not the
With a
one
picture.
I used to have, but it's the one that I want. Mm-hmm.
My
Oh yeah,
week's
that's
been good.
fire.
Oh, yeah,
I've
that's
been
nice.
working out and reading.
What's up?
Okay, working out and reading from Tay Tay. What have you been reading? If you don't mind me asking. Cause she be reading some wild stuff. She told me about this one book. I don't remember what it was called, but it was like some 50
But
Shades.
I'm currently reading Patience is a subtitle thief. It's by a Nigerian author. It's really good. One of the, I think,
Okay,
quotes
can we get
I was reading yesterday talked about truth. And he was like, truth is trying to understand things from another person's point of view. Do you agree and disagree in that? Or disagree with that statement, and why?
Is that a question for everybody?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I guess.
All right.
Get you closer to the truth. Definitely getting other people's perspective. I kind of agree. But I'm a little biased because I feel like I'm just naturally like that. I wouldn't say that's truth though.
Repeat the question one more time, if you don't mind.
I think it was truth is something from two people. But
The truth is trying to understand things from another person's point of view.
Okay. And do you think we agree with that?
Yes.
Well, I would say yes because of a couple different phrases. But to me, I think truth is perception. Your truth might not be someone else's truth, but there's a phrase that there's always three sides to every story: your truth, their truth, and then like the third person that's seeing things for what really happened, that unbiased party. So like, yeah, it's all about how you perceive it, like what you're being told. But if someone's telling you something or whatever the case may be, and you're trying to find the truth within it, it's gonna come out of your perception, in my mind. So yeah, I'd agree. What about you,
Sound like
Guru?
that. I'll have to agree with you too. If you break it down like that, yeah, I'm gonna have to agree.
I agree.
You know,
At least in my day to day, I try to see it from other people's perspectives. I try to get the
Regardless,
whole
I think it's
background.
something that most people should practice. It's not that you should practice seeing things from other people's perspectives. Definitely useful, if not anything.
oh, and honestly, that I kind of want to segue. I kind of want to segue off of that question because this was something I wasn't going to bring up, but I am going to bring it up now just so that you guys can get a little chance to see people's perception. Like, I want to see how you would perceive being in the shoes of one of these three people. So, I got to break down the scenario for you real quick to let you guys know what happened. Basically, I was on YouTube, random things was scrolling up, popping up on my feed, but I was watching a YouTube video about a murder that happened. And so they ended up investigating the people or whatever in the situation. And so let me break down the scenario. What happened was two girls. Okay, my bad. There was three girls. Two of them were talking to the same man. Now, this dude was with one of them, but was getting ready to leave her to be with the other chick. They had already started talking and kind of became a little item. Now, the third chick is the dude's little sister. Little sister has a bond with the first girlfriend, not the new girlfriend, the girlfriend that the dude is living with. And so when the dude cheats, he tells his sister about his new girl. The sister runs and tells the old girl about the new girl. She goes through the phone, finds out that they've been texting or whatever, and she acts like she's the guy, and she texts the girl to come over, and then they get into a fight. The sister helps the first girlfriend. So, she dragged her by the hair a little bit and she said she punched her. So, they take the girl's phone after they jump her and they run back to the house. The dude wakes up, takes the phone from the girls and gives it back to the other girl. She leaves. She goes to the hospital. She dies in the hospital due to her injury. She had blunt force trauma and she passed away because they needed to move her to another hospital or whatever to operate, and she didn't live long enough for that to happen. So, the police, keep in mind, the police came by after the first altercation, after the phone was given back and all that stuff. They followed a police report with the women or whatever. Everybody was giving their sides of the story. Now that the lady is deceased, the cops come back to arrest the ladies. Now, when they arrest them, they bring them into a room and they interrogate both of them or whatever. And so at this point, when they took them to the hospital, or when they took them to the station to interview them or whatever, there was a cop that stayed behind to interview the guy. So you can imagine there was like a lot of like stuff going on in this scenario. The baby mama, or the first girlfriend, because there is a kid involved. And I wasn't going to mention the kid because it's not really relevant to the story. But the first girlfriend, she's, distraught, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't believe that happened. That wasn't my intention, any of that. Like, I didn't think it was that bad. Dude, keep in mind, already kind of ended the relationship with this girl and was trying to move on to another relationship. So he finds out that his new girlfriend just died from the fight that they had. And he burst out into tears. He's crying and stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He has to stay at the house because of his kids. Then you have the sister. The sister is the one that's really giving up all the details because she doesn't really understand the gravity of the situation and what's going on. So she's sitting here telling everything with a straight face, you know what I'm saying? Even laughing at some parts because she was just like, yo, blah, blah, blah. Like, why did it go down like this? So weird. But she had like an innocent type of reaction. And then cops put them both in jail, both girls in jail for manslaughter and for robbery because they stole her phone. So I know the context of that story is crazy, and I really wanted you guys to hear the story or whatever in its entirety, so that when I put you in the seats of one of these people, and you can get like a more context of how you would feel in that situation. So Guru, I'm gonna shoot this towards you first. And I was gonna say, how would you feel if you were the man in that situation?
Honestly, bro, I'd be distraught. I'd be broken. But to be real with you though, if it were me in that situation, none of all of that wouldn't even have happened. Cause I would have had left out of that before talking to a new girl. Fuck all that. But given the context, I would be broken. I cry too, cause that's a crazy situation, man. And I done been in some crazy stuff, but that's some next level crazy shit.
Yeah, very, very wild. When you say you probably wouldn't have even been in the scenario due to how you move, you know what I'm saying? So I get you. I also feel like that's a little bit of a cop-out answer, but I'll accept it.
All right,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be honest. Like, there's some parts that I didn't get. So I just need, if you're gonna ask me, there's things I need to clarify. So
I think it would help
Okay,
definitely
but
if you
I
were
might not put you in the same seat.
names to the story because I got lost very fast.
Yeah.
It's all good. I might put y'all in a different seat. Anyway, I'll give the context as I explain it to you. Now we got Josh that just pulled up. You know what I'm saying? The Carolina King. Shout out to Josh.
Take that.
Oh God, he's ready to talk about it.
We also have Zaraki.
Zaraki in the building. Shout out to the Dojo OGs. We got Zaraki and Mellow Blurred in the motherfucking building, and Larde. They've been here for a motherfucking minute.
Yo, what's good, yo?
We're definitely gonna talk about Diddy. We're definitely gonna talk about Diddy, but I kind of just want to get a couple more perceptions on what happened with this, because it was just a crazy story that I seen. So I kind of wanted to put y'all on game with it and see where y'all was at. Because honestly, if you would have put me in the position of that dude, I would have crashed all the way out. If you can't, you know what I'm saying? Okay, before I say all that, I'm gonna have to explain the story again for Josh and for Zaraki. But I'm not gonna explain it as in much details, just the parts that are important. So, Zaraki and Josh, at some point I'm gonna put you on the shoes of one of these three people. But long story short, without all the context, there was a murder that happened, and there are three people that are involved. Two are women and one is a male. The women jumped another woman, and because of that, she died due to her injuries after the fight later on. So that's the scenario that happens. When you get more context, there were two girls that were seeing the same man, and the dude didn't want to be with his first girl no more. He was leaving her to be with this new girl. And the old girl had a bond with his little sister. So the little sister and the first girlfriend stole her boyfriend's phone, texted the new girl to come over, and then they jumped her. After they jumped her, they stole her phone, and they were going to call her man. Now this is another part I left out. They stole her phone with the intention of calling her man, because she had another man and she was cheating on her man for this dude. So the girl that passed away had a husband, but she was seeing this dude on the side.
Ew, what
And
the
the guy
That is wild.
guy was asleep. Yeah, I know. I was gonna leave that part out. But
Wouldn't even be surprised
the
then.
guy was asleep when the altercation. So the girls come through the door, and when he wakes up, he takes her phone from the two girls, and he gives the phone back to the lady that was jumped. The lady that was jumped then goes to the hospital, and they need to transfer her from the hospital to another hospital to operate. However, she dies from her injuries. And so that's the scenario of what happened.
That's fucking
So-
crazy.
I'm
Yeah, that's
giving
wild.
you the yes, I'm gonna give you the reactions of the three people involved, and then I was gonna put you guys in one of the hot seats, or put you in. I wanted you guys to put yourself in the shoes of one of those people. So I already asked Ty how he would feel if he was the dude in the situation, but he said that would have never been me because I don't really move like that. You know what I'm saying? So if I had a new girl, my old girl would have already been out. You know what I'm saying? That's how he answered. But last part of context, the police came and interviewed everybody involved, and they got everybody's statements, and they were gonna leave it at that at first. But when the lady that was jumped died at the hospital, a call or whatever was sent through the police dispatch or whatever, and they needed them to go pick up the people that were involved. So the cops had to spin back around, and then they took the two girls to the precinct to go question them, and they told the dude what happened. When they told the dude what happened, he fell out and started crying, and like he was devastated, but at the same time he couldn't leave or go anywhere because he had to stay and watch his daughter. There was nobody else at the house to watch the daughter. So the two girls at the precinct, the one that fought the chick, was like very upset and devastated. She was like, I never had that intention. It was just a silly fight, you know, blah, blah, blah. I didn't think it was going to go, you know, the way it went. That was not my intentions at all. And the sister gave like an innocent retelling of the story. She didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. So when she's telling her story, she's laughing, she's joking around, she's talking about, you know, oh, I wouldn't have done this because that didn't make sense. Blah blah blah. She was just giving the story as real as possible. You know what I'm saying? And then they slapped robbery charges and manslaughter charges on both of the girls and threw them in prison. So that's what happened.
Right.
But now randomly spinning it around again, Mac Freezy.
Yep.
If you were the girl, the sister in the situation, how would you feel having a 15 to 25 year sentence thrown on you because you pulled a girl's hair and recorded it on the phone? Recorded your friend fighting somebody on the phone. Because that's the extent of what the sister did.
Honestly, if you were down for some shit like that, I think you deserve some time. I mean, maybe slightly less harsher sentencing, but at the same time, you was down on the same shit. Like, you can't jump somebody with one person. That's not what the word jumping mean. So, in my opinion, yeah, I would do. I would go to jail. Yeah, fuck that. If I was on some fuck shit, hell no, I'm going to jail. Fuck that.
My man, standing on business. That's a real ass answer.
Especially if I meant to do it. Oh yeah, I'm going to jail. Why would I hide that shit?
And man, you standing on business. You standing on business. You wouldn't regret it or none of that. You just riding out with the team, and I gotta respect that.
No, you do the crime, you do the crime. That's how that shit works. If it was that deep, you gotta be prepared to pay the consequence. If it's that deep for you, it's that deep. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's crazy.
Dang. Yeah, that's real.
Not saying it would ever be that deep for me personally. I'm saying if it was that deep, yes.
And you're riding with the sentence. That's real. That is some real shit. I wish I had the horn. I would have threw the horn up for that answer.
That's just
Anyway. So Pac, putting you in the shoes
This is gonna be wild.
of the one that actually fought. The
Wow.
one that fought the girl in the streets. And then now cops bang on your door. They ask you for a police report.
That's fucking crazy.
Hold on. Look, I want to watch the whole thing.
Oh my
god. And
2:00 in the morning,
hour
and
after
the
the
lady
fight.
from the side wakes me.
cops knock on your door.
Mm-hmm.
They want a statement. Are you willing to speak to them?
Oh my god! And it's on camera.
They got 3 officers right there.
The sister got it on camera.
They already heard about it. They already heard about the situation. They know it's you. There's no denying.
Oh,
like they pulled up to your front door.
I'm calling my fucking lawyer at that point. Like, I'm like, yeah, I need to call my lawyer. I'm lawyering the fuck up. Cause like, what the fuck can you do? Like, it's either that or crash, or that or crash out even more. But I'm just like, there's really in that situation, there's nothing you can really do. She should
that's what I'm saying.
own
Like, you can't plead guilty.
I'm gonna ride with you for now. I'm gonna ride with you for now. Let's say you said I don't want to speak to them. I don't want to speak to you guys until I have a lawyer present, and then you close the door out there. I'm gonna just assume the cops walk away in that scenario because it wasn't even done yet. You know what I'm saying? So let's say 4 hours after that happened,
Mm-hmm.
the cops come knocking on your door.
I'm not gonna be
again.
there. I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna...
It's just gonna be crazy.
I'm gone. They give me 4 hours. I'm in Mexico. I'm out. At that point, I'm like, fuck it.
I felt the same way. I don't know why they didn't leave. I don't know why those chicks didn't leave and they just stayed at the crib. But
Oh wait, so
Would've
wait,
did
hold on,
dash.
wait. You're saying the police didn't pull up immediately? They had 4 hours to dip, and they didn't.
I'm saying the police pulled up twice. They pulled up the first time to get the statements after the fight happened. But the girl
well, at
went
that
to the
point, they already got
hospital.
the name and face. And, yeah, you can't even flee the country at that point.
See,
They
his scenario is a
put out
little
a warrant
different
for
because
you.
he didn't even talk to him. You know what I'm saying? He said, "I'm not speaking to y'all without my lawyer." So that's why I was just like, "All right, well, they coming back anyway." You know what I'm saying? They was gonna spin the block.
Say, you gotta keep. You got 2 eyewitnesses. Shit.
Yeah, at that point, like they were done regardless. So it's like if you're gonna be done, if someone died and you're going 15, you might as well just keep on going. You might as well just fucking book it all the way to Mexico at that point.
Get ghost.
Yeah, cause I couldn't do it.
All right, well, that's what you would have done.
I mean, if that's
you
what
would've done.
what go to jail?
You even found out.
Either that or
You
go
would
to
have
jail.
never even found out that girl. That's what would have happened in your scenario. You would have just fled off of pure fear because the cops came and knocked on your door the first time. You would have fled all the way to Mexico.
Well, that was
Like,
because
you
I had
would've never
prior
done
knowledge.
that shit.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That was in the context that I had prior knowledge that she was going to die. But if I didn't know that she was gonna die, then like I would just have to deal with the consequences. Like, you know, that would just I wouldn't know what to run. But yeah, that's unfortunate.
What happened was a wild scenario, and I was trying to like put myself in some of those situations as well, and that's why I wanted to bring it to y'all because I was just like, man, I definitely would have crashed out if I was the dude. I'm not even debating that. I would have went crazy if I was the guy, and if I was the girl that recorded it on the phone, I would have probably been fucking pissed because I'm just like, yo, y'all trying to give me 15 years because I had my phone out and was like, get him, girl, get him. You might whoop her at, you know, 15 years for that.
Well, first
and
of
because
all,
I grabbed
like,
her hair.
The sister's dumb as hell, and I'd have been if I was the brother or whatever, I'd have been extreme. Like, you went to jail for some dumbass shit over some old hoe that I don't even fuck with no more. Like,
he was chewing her out too. Like she had said something about that when she was getting interrogated. She was like, "Oh, I didn't get to see the girl's face when she was knocking on the door for her phone back because she was like, by that time my brother had already like G-checked me and had me in the back of the house, so I couldn't like be up in the front where the front door wasn't." So she was like, I never actually got to see how bad the girl's face looked afterwards, but the dude said that he got to, and his reaction was that he said, so his point of view was, I woke up out of my sleep to a bunch of yelling from my sister and from my girl, and they're, you know, blah blah blah, this that and he was like, so when I get up, my girl walks past me and was like, I met your little girlfriend outside, and threw me my phone back, put my phone in my chest. So I'm like, you know, what the fuck? You know, he's like, what the hell's going on? Banging on the door, loud as fuck. Y'all don't hear this banging? Y'all don't hear what's going on at this door? So he opens the door, right? And he sees old girl, and he said her face was so fucked up, I closed the door back immediately.
oh my god.
And was just like, man, what the fuck happened? And then he went back over to his girl and was like, yo, y'all have this bitch's phone? Give me this chick's phone back right now. And you know what I'm saying? This is when he's G-checking his sister at this point. Get the fuck out of here, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Go in the back. This chick's phone. And he gave it back to old girl, and she left. And she went to the hospital after that. And then that's when the cops came after. Crazy scenario. It's on YouTube. Check it out. Look for it so you can get the full thing. You can get you can get the interrogations when you watch it too.
That's crazy.
That's a wild situation right there.
Corey, let me ask you now. Since you asked all of us, how would you feel about this situation, being in the shoes of the girl who died being her dude, how would you feel?
I would feel
Being
good.
in the shoes of the girl who died. Okay. I
The girl who died
honestly
too.
would,
The
I would
girl who
still
died
be
too.
upset.
Her shoes, but
I
in
know
her dude's shoes.
who you. I would still be upset for a different reason. I would not be as upset about her death. I am just gonna keep it a buck. If you were cheating on me and you died from cheating on me, I'm gonna be hurt that you died. Emotionally, I'm gonna be hurt, but I'm also gonna have to realize the fact that you were cheating on me, and I'm gonna feel like, well, it might have been karma playing some type of point. That's
Right.
just me personally. However, they had kids together. She had 2 kids, I believe, and then the other girl had a kid. So losing the mother of my children, devastating, especially is how it's going to affect my children's lives. From that point of view, yes, I would definitely be upset, heartbroken, and stuff like that. But when it comes to the girl herself, I would lose some sleep over it. I would not lose as much sleep as you think. You know what I'm saying? Like I would be upset about the situation. I'd be mad that it happened, but at the same time, I'd be like, well,
I think
it happened
eventually
for a
you would feel
reason.
like that, but I think it would take longer for you to get there than you think. Just because, like, think about it. Like, this is not just you really put yourself in the position, like we was talking about earlier. Put yourself in that perspective. You actually love this person with your whole being enough to have children with them. You're gonna have to process that shit, bro.
But I'm also a very dark person sometimes. So like I'm one of the people I could put myself in the situation. I don't have a problem doing that. My problem with the scenario would probably be the word love itself, because when it comes to that, I'm very jaded. So you know what I'm saying? I could love with my whole heart, but at the same time, once the love is gone, I don't give a fuck. So
See,
in that scenario,
again, that's
found
your
out
perspective.
was
But
cheating
this
on me,
dude probably loved this girl.
jaded, this might have kicked in. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure about that after watching the thing, because we never really got, or at least I didn't in the video. I don't think we ever got that guy's point of view within the story. They could have been, you know, on a divorce for signing up there or whatever. Because I mean, she was cheating,
That's true.
so I'm like,
That's always
obviously she's
possibility.
not as in love as she used to be. You know what I'm saying? We don't. I don't really know the context of that relationship, because we didn't get her. We never got her word because she passed. We never got his word because he probably didn't want to be involved after he heard what happened. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I wouldn't. It's not that I wouldn't feel bad at all. It's just you know, I can switch it on and off. Trust me. So I'm like, yes, I could love wholeheartedly, but if I found out you were doing all this stuff behind my back, I might lose love, and if I lost love for you, I might not care. I would keep it a buck. That's just how I am. It's all or nothing, 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I do like the question, because honestly, I didn't think about that point of view. So I was thinking about the other 3, because I was just like, damn, the whole time I was thinking about that, I never once thought about that dude. That you thinking outside the box, guru.
Answer, bro.
Anyway, with that being said, we can get to the topic that we all want to talk about.
Take that.
How many bottles of baby oil / lube did Diddy have in his closet?
Nasty ass
Hawk,
over 1,000.
Your guesstimate is.
Did y'all also
We
hear
have the
over?
exact.
Did y'all also hear 800 dildos?
They said that was fake.
Whoa.
They said that part was fake, supposedly. Supposedly they said it was fake, but I seen
Thank
784 dildos was found. That's fucking wild.
Wait, so who counted the bottles of baby oil?
Police.
I just feel like that's such a lie. I feel like they're lying.
No.
Nah,
That's hilarious.
that
I didn't
nigga.
even think about that.
That
They
nigga.
lie about a lot of
1,000
shit. I don't think
bottles.
baby oil is one of them. No, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that's real. And baby oil, that's real.
What if a bottle slipped out
I
of his
feel like
hand
it's
and
one
he
of those
miscounted?
Right. Like, I don't believe they
It's too
counted.
often.
They sat there and counted 1,000 bottles of baby oil. There's no, like, I don't believe
think
that.
they lied about the count. I just don't. I think there's more out there. I don't think that's the only stash she had.
They're probably like 10,000. Bro had them cases.
Crazy.
Bro probably had them cases locked up somewhere, just waiting for the next party.
Why the fuck do you need that much baby oil? What type of freak offs are these? Like, what the fuck?
And this one, man,
Bro needs to slip and slide in every hole he can get into.
Every
Bro.
hole is crazy. And then,
Jesus.
all right, so hold on.
Johnson and Johnson.
Fat, bro.
Oh yeah, the Johnson and Johnson.
I heard
man.
that the freak offs were lasting days.
Yeah,
Days.
This is all alleged. This is all allegedly.
Nah, fuck that alleged shit. He did them parties for them days.
So, like,
Fuck that.
when is the trial gonna start? Like,
After the next freak off.
I think pretty
you said
soon.
Friday?
No, I said after the next freak off.
What?
After the next freak off.
You going to it, Tati?
What?
Crazy work. Oh,
Bring your own
man.
baby oil.
Already started.
You don't
Bring your
need it. You don't even need to bring your own at this point. I mean, if you're trying to be hygienic,
Ah,
yeah.
look, you don't want that
said
used
if you're
baby
trying to be
oil. You don't want the
hygienic.
I'm just
baby oil
saying.
that everybody else is using.
And
I'm
then
just-
it's like, who's speaking on these alleged parties to be saying like they lasted days? Like, who's
I'm just
saying
saying.
that?
I'm just finding this shit on the internet. That's where I'm finding it. So
Oh,
We're gonna
that's a
hear-
reputable
it's,
source.
it's all alleged at this point, but I'm seeing
'Cause
like
it's
major.
giving,
Go ahead.
it's giving that Epstein situation all over again.
I heard again that they were saying like, oh yeah, it's been like the freak offs last for days, and that one of the police investigators was like, yo, this nigga's worse than Epstein. Those quoted.
One of them crazy is that Epstein died before he even got to say anything.
That
They
nigga
killed that
did
nigga.
not die. He was killed.
That's what I said.
I
They
think,
killed that nigga.
you know, God forbid,
Yeah.
but I think that's one of my theories. Is
Y'all think the same?
he ain't,
Yeah,
So y'all
but
think-
y'all think
it
the
did-
same can happen?
I don't think Diddy's gonna make it
about?
to trial, to be honest. Like, cause there's two. That's like there was this video of him naming off all these
Pac
people.
and Biggie? Come on. Pac and Biggie? Yeah, somebody's coming for your throat.
Yeah, they said he killed Pac and Biggie.
And
Crazy.
trying
The
to
two
and some
great-
other money.
After the freak off.
And they're saying that he has so many important people on those fucking. They said they found cameras, all types of shit. All that shit was recorded. Every freak off, not every, but the freak off that they found that were recorded. Hidden cameras everywhere. So if you're at that party doing something strange,
I'm gonna keep it hot with y'all. I ain't never had sex for days.
Hey, off that pill.
That's what I'm
For
saying.
life.
That's what I'm saying. They be off them drugs, off them Molly, off that cocaine. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Bro, they said
That's what I was about to say.
they said that they would be having sex so long that they would have like butlers pull up with like IV packs afterwards. Like, hey, yes, I'm not even joking. They would have
That's
these motherfuckers
crazy.
pull up like some shit to rehydrate you after a 3-day session.
That's
Like,
fucking wild.
that is
Okay,
that is
I
next
know the
level.
point isn't that
Yeah.
you're supposed to enjoy it, but like, how do you find enjoyment out of that? Like, just like genuinely, like, how do you enjoy having to go?
You
to
gotta
a
think too. Some of these people are doing it to get paid, bro. Like they're doing it to get paid. They're like, you know, say you're Eddie Murphy or some. No, that was probably a bad one. Say you're just some up and coming Kevin Hart, perfect example. Kevin Hart just starting out, and you're trying to get into the business. You gonna fuck for those 3 days to get them be the biggest comedic rock star in the world, allegedly. Just saying.
Shit. You probably
Just
did some
saying.
shit.
That's crazy.
Just saying. You
It's
gonna
crazy.
If you Meek, you trying to get that record deal, you gonna fuck for 3 days. You gonna,
Meek
you know what I'm
still-
saying?
You still saying,
Allegedly.
That's what I'm
No,
saying. Like,
it ain't worth all that.
yeah.
I just want
I
like
don't even
so.
see it, like physically pop. Like how? I don't even want to think about it too much longer because yeah, no.
You already know, man. It's like the human centipede in that bitch. It's like just a big ass fucking sex
It's a
mosh
conga line.
pit,
Oh,
a conga line, just and that.
It's like a fucking
Yo.
group.
Whose idea was it to make that movie? Whose idea was it to be like, yo, I got this idea. I need a couple $100,000 because I'm trying to make this human centipede movie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
trust
it was
me,
definitely
it's gonna
like
make
fresh off
millions.
the shrooms trip, or probably still on a shrooms trip. He's like, bro, I got the best idea for a movie ever, bro.
So, did
know
you
what's worse
watch?
than human
You only
centipede,
watched
bro?
one of them, or you watched all of them?
I haven't even seen that movie.
All three of
Oh.
them is wild. The
There's
first
a
one's still the most
I only
wild.
seen one.
It's
Honestly,
three of them.
Yeah,
honestly,
there
the
never
first
needed to
one's the
be a
most
sequel.
famous.
That's fucking crazy.
Because the first one, it made it
nasty.
seem like it was really happening, but the second one, it was just based on the first one being a movie,
Mm-hmm.
and the actors in the second one ended up actually it happening to them type stuff. And then I think the third one was like a prison type thing. There was a lot going on.
Just too much
Even
going on.
worse.
It's just nasty altogether.
Human centipede prison.
So if Diddy goes to trial, who do y'all think who's he gonna name first? Who's going down next? If Diddy's going down and it's going down all the way,
Everybody
Jay-Z.
I think there's
Jay-Z all day.
Jay Z.
One-
Are we gonna start calling Jay Z Gazy now? Is that the new
It's
term
gonna
gonna be
be
saying?
Jay-Z, Usher, Kanye.
J-Lo's going down.
Kanye,
All them niggas.
J-Lo.
all of Hollywood,
All of
pretty
them.
much.
all of them are going
Ja
down.
Rule, all of them. There.
That's
All of them are
crazy.
going down.
Drake.
They're all talking
Yeah,
on
Drake.
the list.
Drake don't even call him Diddy. He call him Love. Come on.
And Drake's sitting here worried about the sequel. Drake got other problems. He need to worry about Kendrick dropping again.
Still getting this.
No, he needed to worry about them damn feds knocking on his door. Is what he need to worry about. From his previous cases, not the Diddy. I'm not even talking about the Diddy issue.
Oh yeah, the young
previous
woman.
cases that still haven't been reprimanded.
Crazy. Word.
That man still got some
He
stuff
better
to
pay
do.
him. He better pay him out. He better pay him off.
Allegedly. Allegedly. This is crazy. Diddy, the diddler, has been caught. Let's see if he. I'm low key because I want the truth. I'm praying for him, and I pray that we get all the victims. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see this all the way through. Hopefully, no Diddy.
Bro, I'll tell you
Name
who's
that
been
movie.
crazy over time. Boy, Batman has been doing crazy overtime hours because how he lock up the diddler right before that Penguin series dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because now that they got Penguin on,
Crazy.
he had to put the diddler away at the time so he can go stop.
Crazy work.
He said September 19th, the Penguin dropping. I'll have Diddy there by the 16th.
God.
Save a spot.
Cooking.
Oh God. Save a spot.
He said I ain't the one that's the biggest guy out here doing this.
Yeah, for real.
He said there's someone high up.
The diddler.
Can y'all believe that he pleaded not guilty? Can y'all believe that he pleaded not guilty? And that his lawyer
That was pretty good.
doing so much work right now. They're interviewing him and shit. Like, he had the hardest job I've ever seen. He had to explain that Cassie video and how his client isn't really that bad of a guy, isn't the aggressor in that situation. Are you kidding me?
Bro beat her ass, bro. You can't even beat that not one bit.
This is what he said. This is what he said. And the claim he's trying to make, him and Diddy, is that Cassie is just a whore. And that all of this.
That is wild. Hold on. Okay. Hold on.
Look, let me get this off.
That is
Get
for
this
real.
off, because this isn't my word. This is his word. So he claims that Cassie was a consenting individual in all of these freak offs that were happening. In fact, that she organized some of them herself, and that the only reason that scenarios like that would happen, because he even admitted that this has happened more than once, but he was like, the only reason altercations like this happen is because they're both toxic and they be finding out that the other one be cheating on them. So Cassie had Diddy hired some male sex worker for Cassie. She started like messing with him like in a relationship type of way. So then Diddy gets mad and lashes out and puts in, but she supposedly does the same thing and be beating on him all the time. You just don't have him on cam or her on camera doing it. I call bullshit on that, but this is the thing he's trying to play out. So he says in that scenario in the video that they were actually in the middle of a freak off. They were participating in a freak off, and that after Diddy fell asleep, Cassie goes through his phone and finds out that Diddy's talking to some other chick and trying to get her to come over so he can continue the freak off without her. She gets mad, takes all of Diddy's shit, and hits him upside the head and tries to like leave out. This is why he explains that Diddy's in his robe, because he doesn't have no clothes. She took all his shit or whatever. She had a bag in the video. I don't know. I'm not watching the video right in front of me. But he said, now Diddy is waking up out of his freak off or whatever, gone off the mollies, gone off all the drugs, you know what I'm saying? And is reacting to the situation the way that he reacts to it. So he puts hands on her, you know what I'm saying? Because he's not in his right mind state, and he's trying to get his stuff back from her after she already allegedly abused him. That's what he tried to say was going on in that video. And
I think Cassie did hit him,
care.
But I think that I think that she Diddy has tapes on everybody. So I think that he's telling half truths when he says that she was organizing it, but I don't think that she was consenting to anything because she was being blackmailed. I think everybody who is doing any type of consensual is not really consensual because they're all being blackmailed at one point in time. And that's where it's kind of like he's telling the truth, but he's not telling the full unadulterated truth. She was probably like, I'm fucking tired of this nigga. I'm tired of being a sex slave. Like, let me go, nigga. And try to kill him or something. And he was like, nah, bitch. Like, you're bad boys for life.
Other people that spoke said that Cassie's the same way. There are multiple people that said Cassie's
I mean, I'm not gonna. She's a human being. I think that maybe she might have some, she's trying to come up, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of coercion going on, more so on Diddy's part than hers, because she doesn't really have that much power to kind of coerce him into doing anything. Because if he's getting freak off tapes on all these fucking celebrities, then it's just like he's just he's a massive manipulator. He out here manipulating all these celebrities because he's getting them doing scandalous shit. Another theory that I had, this is all alleged, is I think that Jay-Z and Beyonce were for sure at these freak offs. And then Jay-Z got a tape from Beyonce doing some wild shit. Some wild shit that would probably be like career ending. And he saved that shit. And then like he went to go do his dirt or whatever. And whatever he did, it's not as bad as Beyonce's. And that's why Solange was trying to beat his ass in the elevator. Because Beyonce probably told Solange and she was like, yeah, I can't even leave this nigga because he'll just expose this tape on me. And it's bad. Like, it's probably like bad.
Not to mention,
I don't agree, but I like the theory.
Yeah.
They were fighting because Jay-Z was cheating.
Yeah, I'm not saying you. It's like that could be involved too. But it's just like she's like, you're cheating on me, and I can't even leave you because like you want money. You're like pretty much just a sex slave. Like that's just really what it is. That's why I'm like Jay-Z and Diddy allegedly are like. I feel like them motherfuckers is the master manipulators for real.
Not to mention, if you paid me, I'd say Cassie did fucked up shit too, and she was just like Diddy too. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
That's for real. I think that
I
it is
hear
all
you.
about the Benjamins, but I think Cassie's innocent in this situation.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying people are getting paid to say that she's
I don't
fucked
know.
up.
I don't know how to feel about Cassie in the situation, to be honest, because she is a victim, definitely is a victim. But from what I heard, multiple parties were saying that she was with it until things got out of her control. So there was a level of a control that she had in some of those situations, and I do believe she was probably orchestrating some of that shit that was going. But now when you got your man, assaulting you and beating you upside the head and doing all this extra stuff to a point where you might fear for your life, and yeah, you're gonna play the victim role. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. I honestly don't know how to feel about Cassie. I'm on the wall 50-50 because I feel sympathy for the victim side of her, but I've heard too much that she was involved in it. And the reason I want to play up on that, because these are rumors that have been going around about Diddy since before Cassie was even with him. So like Diddy dated other chicks too, and there was stuff about that supposedly they know and saw as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all of Diddy's girlfriends keep that shit on the low or on the hush or whatever, probably just because of how wild it is and how powerful he is, so they don't think that anybody would believe them. But if you stayed around as long as you did, as long as Cassie stayed around, gotta believe that you gotta understand,
because
you know
it's easy. It's like when you're that rich, you can hide a lot, and then like I'm telling you, if you like again, go watch Blink twice. Everybody now that we've talked about this, go watch Blink twice, and like feel like that scenario you can kind of see it being played out, where it's just like if you have all this money. Like a lot of the times, like women you're just even people around you are gonna look past that, and you can kind of just it's just you can really just genjutsu a lot of people with money, and I feel like with women, it's just like I'm not saying that she should have been smarter, but it's like it's easy to hide behind the charm and the bravado, and it's like there's drugs. There's a lot of things going on that they can manipulate to kind of put them up and set them up in that situation. Where it's just like, yeah, Cassie may have been like, all right, yeah, I'm a gold digger trying to get the bag, blah 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 blah. May have done some bad things, but not necessarily to the point to where she's orchestrating. I feel like she was for sure forced to. A lot of those people who probably picking up the sex slaves, bringing them in there. I feel like those people are being forced to do it. Like that's why it's sex trap. Like all these people are complicit.
Some of those people are doing it. You know what I'm saying? Some of those, but that
Diddy's
kind of want to
blackmail a lot of those.
Mello said.
What about his sons?
I want to jump into what Mello said.
Go ahead.
Because Mello in the chat said that it sounds true to him, but he also said it's a slippery slope, and that some people aren't taking any accountability for their own actions. So with that being said, do you think that Cassie should take accountability for any of the things that she was involved in? Or does she get to slide through the door?
No, she definitely doesn't get to slide through the door, but like she's definitely a victim more. She should be more shined on as a victim.
I think she should be honest.
Okay, so let me take it out of Cassie's hands real quick.
Like has to do it, and then it'll be the first decision how far we're is from there. That's how it is.
I think she's actually
maybe not focused on
absolutely going to slide. I think she's going to slide, and I'll tell you why. When all the people that was following Hitler went down, the people like his commanders, his officers, they didn't get punishment because they were under a threat in fear of their lives, that if they did not take command, they would be killed. That's why she's going to get away with it.
Yeah, that answers my next question. Because I was about to say, what about the people that helped out, that are just doing it for the paycheck, that are turning their eyes and acting like they don't see or hear anything that's going on? But under what Josh said, that kind of answers that question as well. They're not going to have to take any accountability because it was a chain of commands. And, understandable. That's why they're hitting them with the RICO case. And I heard that this is the only RICO case ever that only involves one person. Because when you get a RICO, you're supposed to come for the whole facility, the whole organization. And there's supposed to be multiple people working, operating multiple things. But everybody's flipping on Diddy, snitching on him, and signing up as a witness. And if you pay me, I'm gonna tell you whatever you want to know. You know what I'm saying? So because of that, they're taking them off the list of like orchestrators. They're taking them off that list of people that were working with him alongside of him, and they're solely placing all of this stuff on Diddy himself, which is why he's gonna have to flip and give up someone from the higher up if he wants to reduce his sentence in any way, shape, or form. But I don't think he's going to, for two reasons. One, like what you said, Park, I think someone's going to try to kill him. And two, I also don't think it's going to reduce his sentence low enough to ever get out of prison. So once he realizes what his lowest year term or whatever it can be, he might just keep his mouth shut and ride out into the sunset as like the big bad wolf. The OG scary man that did all this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
But I feel like that's kind of what he's waiting on, to seeing like, is there one last way I can get out of all of this by giving up maybe somebody that's higher than me? And that's what everybody, I feel like, that I've been here wants to know about what he's gonna do. They want to know if he's gonna snitch or not. If he's gonna, if there is anybody else, are you giving up the ring leaders? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows that sex trafficking stuff is something that triggers through all of billionaire, millionaire, rich type people. I won't, celebrities and all that stuff. Any of those people can be involved, and we just would never know because it's an underground thing. But if Diddy starts giving up names, and if they start dropping tapes and releasing videos and all, like, we're gonna learn so much from this case, no matter which way you crack it, because there's just so much that we never knew. And so it's like, even just scratching the surface, we're gonna find new shit. But yeah, anyway,
I guess the question
what do
is,
y'all
how
think?
does it go?
Yeah, we'll just have to see. I want to know what his two sons are going to do, because allegedly his two older sons is a part of that sex trafficking thing too.
Heard about that one.
That is also a part. Yeah, that they said that the family is somewhat involved. They arrested the sons at first initially, but I do believe the sons got out on bond, because I seen a video of them and they were like outside of the court waiting to see what was going to happen to their dad, and then they denied his bond or his bail or whatever. So I do believe the sons got out on him, but Diddy did not.
They tried to say
And and I think they denied it twice.
I heard that
Two separate judges.
When he was trying to get out, that he promised the judge, he was like, "I will not be near any females if you let me out."
He said so much shit, bro. He's like, he said, you can take my passport because I won't go anywhere. Even though I have a private jet, a private plane, I promise you I won't go anywhere, and you can have my passport. He was like, the only places I'm gonna go is to this place and to this place, because I own a business in these two areas and I have to run my businesses. But I'm just like, nah, bro. Based on all the charges that you have, you're too much of a flight risk. You're an everything risk. Because if you had read any of those documents about what they charged him with, they're charging him with almost like everything that you can charge someone with. You could just throw a dart on the wall about a charge, and he's probably being charged with it. Arson, right up there. Manslaughter, right up there. Attempted homicide, throwing up, torture, kidnapping, what's something or whatever, just everything. Just everything. So why would you let him out for any reason? You know what I'm saying?
Insane. Diddy the Diddler, one of the most notorious
crime lords
in hip hop, which is wild. Wild that we're here And hopefully we see justice, man. Hopefully we see some justice. Hopefully this lets Drake, stop boy your head, bro. Stop boy your head.
For sure.
Throwing this out here real quick, because I don't know if some people have said they didn't hear about it, but since everybody else is here, did you guys hear about this second assassination attempt on Trump? And if you did hear about it, what are your thoughts?
Can I give my thoughts? These have to be
Go
like the
ahead.
softest. These have to be like the softest assassins I've ever seen. How you fell twice?
Yeah, well, to be fair, they almost got him the first time.
We don't believe you. We need more people.
Creation video. They showed that he literally turned his head the millisecond before he almost got shot in the fucking head. Like they literally almost.
No, if I almost got assassinated twice, I'm bragging.
He did.
Facts.
He did brag. He made
Facts.
he made a movie trailer about it.
At this point, he the white 50 Cent. These assassins are sorry as hell.
Yeah,
Like
straight
I
up.
don't wish death on nobody. Like I don't want him to be killed. I don't want him to be assassinated. But these assassins are fucking sorry.
Straight up sorry. Like that shit is like hearing about it now. It's like, and they didn't get him. It's just like it's giving like it's giving he ain't gonna win. It's giving like you needed these forced opinions is sorry. You need a new route. Like that's what it's giving. Like they're trying to push this narrative that people want to kill him. I'm just like they must not really want to kill him that bad because.
There's also okay. So there's one more
Damn.
big issue that I have. So with the first assassin, they just did not sweep the area. They seen the nigga up on the roof and was like, "Oh, a nigga on the roof," and then just didn't like do their fucking jobs. The second
Terrible
assassin,
security.
this nigga had sat out in his golf course for 12. What the fuck is going on with security?
To be clear,
These
'cause I do
motherfuckers
have
need
some context.
to hire minions for security.
Before you had the context, I just want to say, if Trump supporters out there, if this galvanizes you, you go storm the Capitol if Kamala fucking wins. You guys are the stupidest motherfuckers that I've ever... Like, that's what I feel like is going to happen. Like, they try to kill him twice. Let's storm the Capitol. That bitch. Like, that's crazy. This is obviously, like... They're trying to alley-oop. Like, this is a oop.
They probably gonna
for
raid the
more
White House again.
context,
Yeah, go ahead.
Bring out the bing bag guns. Bring out the bing bag guns and shoot them motherfuckers. Bring out the rubber bullets and shoot them motherfuckers. Rubber bullets to the chest. And
bring out the real bullets that they brought out the first time. Because I know y'all remember that video
Yeah,
where they
they-
tried to pick up that white girl and they put her through that window. They broke the window. Like, we're coming in here. And
Nah, I
they picked
shot
that
that
girl
shit.
up. The officers and
Nah, he had
wow,
that, yeah.
and blew her chest out. They were not playing. They need to bring those guns out. Don't bring out the beanbag guns. Nope. Bring out the real ones.
Yeah, give him a little taste of what actual rioting looks like, motherfucker. Yeah.
Remind
drop
them
a
what
couple
For
America
your
is.
freedom, yeah. Are you prepared to die for your freedom like everybody else?
That's a couple people. That's all.
Hey, again, allegedly, don't do this, please. Trump supporters, it was fake. It was obviously staged. Like, you got to think about the technology that we have now. If you wanted somebody dead and assassinated, most likely you could. Like, it's obvious. now.
I believe the assassinations are both real.
Here's my thing.
The second one for the context.
Here's my
Go
thing,
ahead.
bro. You can assassinate a nigga with a cup of water and some eye drops. Y'all are fucking up.
For real. They're going about it in the wrong ways. For sure. They're out in the open trying to take shots. That's a quick recipe for death.
And
Or
if
a quick
anybody out
recipe
there
to
is
throw your
looking
life
for an
away.
effective assassination method, you know what I'm saying? You can find those right here on the Discord. You know what I'm saying? We have a whole channel for it. The assassination methods. You know.
Crazy,
Alleged
bro.
assassination.
Alleged.
assassination.
Ranking
Ranking from
Can't-
most
can't-
likely to get caught from least likely to get caught.
Can't give away the dojo secrets, bruh. Can't give away
I'm not
the
giving,
dojo.
I'm just letting them know it's there. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's just there.
But
If you
nah,
Any bank robbing
to
tips? Let
add
me know.
context, Trump was out there
Oh, yeah,
for
no, that's
12
coming next week.
hours. It's because
next week, next month kind of thing. I got a
Trump
few
was
tips for
not
that.
on the course at first. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Donald Trump has to report to his team or whatever whenever he's gonna go somewhere. They go out and they like secure the stuff before he gets there. So basically, it was put in writing or some shit like that Donald Trump was gonna be playing golf. So that's why homie knew to be there. However, he didn't know exactly where Trump was going to be, so he staked out in some bushes on the golf course. And Donald Trump doesn't have the security he doesn't have the same Secret Service that Joe Biden has. His team is very small. They operate differently because of that. So what happened is the Secret Service that Trump has, they secured the area one hole ahead of him. And they, scour that area or whatever. So it wasn't until Trump got all the way up to hole 13, 14 that the guy was on, and that his Secret Service nigga went to the next hole to secure, and that's when they noticed him. So homie had been staking out there all night waiting because he knew
12
Trump was
hours.
going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
At this point,
as soon
Macaulay
as homie
Culkin would be better security.
Yes, they said that afterwards. They were like, we're going to upgrade his security because of everything that's going on, especially because of the election. But I'm just like, that has to be done on Biden's word, I guess, which is something I never knew. And I was just like, that's probably why some of this shit is going down, because Joe Biden and Trump are beefing. These niggas were competing for presidency and shit like that. And if I'm in charge of your protective team or whatever, and it takes away from mine or whatever, I don't know how they work it out. But like, I feel like Joe Biden's doing Trump kind of dirty by like giving him that small ass, small ass team to work.
Yeah,
That's
second
his
one.
life in there.
Hold on, because to be fair, Smoking Joe Biden did call and make sure he was okay. And then the second thing is, he's a fucking celebrity. Like, if Joe Biden got to look out for this nigga, Joe Biden got to look out for The Rock, Ariana Grande, every other fucking celebrity, because that's what Trump is. He's a celebrity. He should have better security.
Look, I'll say this:
All that money
Trump
too, he should definitely
or
have
Joe
security.
Biden had those problems when Trump was president. You can make the argument his team might have protected him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to really go into I'm not going to die on that hill. I don't even want to defend Trump like that. So I'm going to just keep it a buck. I just feel like, they try to kill this nigga twice and they failed twice. You might as well just quit. Because if there's a third time and y'all fail a third time,
then I don't believe it.
And y'all look like the
second time, I still don't believe it. Third
world.
time, it's just like y'all are you trying to galvanize the people to make Trump into a martyr. Nah.
Right.
Man, what?
Leave the man's alone. Leave
Bro, put his
Trump
fist
alone. Dude's already
Put it
7
like-
years.
the
He
only
got
reason-
many more good years.
The only reason I call BS on that theory about trying to galvanize and make Trump this, that, and the third is because they shot and killed that first guy. You know what I'm saying? Which leads to believe that was an assassination attempt, at least in my mind. Because you're not just going to kill somebody to make somebody else look like
Well,
I mean, you might,
it hasn't been done before.
but
It is
at the
unlikely.
same
It is
time-
unlikely, but it has been done
You know
before.
what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm like, I kind of find that one hard to believe. The second guy, they took him, he disappeared, they questioned him or whatever. No one's probably ever gonna see this again.
No,
You know
bro.
what I'm
It's
saying?
the
So I'm
perfect
like,
crime.
I can believe you on the
It's the
second.
perfect crime, bro. We gonna go, bro. You're gonna try to assassinate me. I'm gonna give you $5 million on the back end after the attempt is done. What you don't know though is I'm paying you to miss, right? You're gonna hit me, but it's not gonna be fatal, and I'm paying you to miss. I'm gonna give you $5 million on the back end. What you don't know is you're never gonna get that $5 million because your ass is about to die.
The only reason why I disagree with that is because like if you saw like the video and the recreation of it, you would know that he was definitely not trying to do a near miss. It was most definitely
Okay, that's
it
what I
was
was gonna
most
say.
definitely supposed to be a headshot.
Okay.
I was gonna say, Josh, you arguing the Suge Knight theory because there
Yeah.
are some people that say that Suge Knight knew that those niggas were gonna pull up on him and Tupac in the car, and that even though Suge Knight was also shot, that it was his intention to pull up on the side of the and be in that spot. Tupac to get shot at, but you're now putting yourself in the line of fire where you might also die. So you're saying that Trump is willing to pay someone to put his own life in the line of fire.
So
And
smarter than that.
look, that was a long distance shot. This dude could have fucked up. Yeah, I'm supposed to aim for your ear or your shoulder or something like
What's
that.
the problem?
I could tilt my gun 1 inch to the left on accident, and that's a headshot.
Here's the problem.
You know what I'm
Here's the
saying?
problem.
So I'm like,
Here's the problem, though. The problem with it is it takes more skill to miss than to hit.
I disagree, but
I can
explain.
hit. I can hit. Like from that distance, I can absolutely hit. I can't miss though. From that distance with a 40 yard stick, I can absolutely hit. But I cannot promise you I'm gonna hit your ear. One more time.
So
do you think a 22-year-old could have the ability of a master sniper like that? Something like that would probably take years to train. Would it not?
That is true.
I'm just completely wrong about that.
Nah, you're right. You're right. That is true. That is very, very true. He would have had to
Yeah,
train
it was a young ass
at least-
dude too. He was only like 24, 22,
Yeah.
24. something.
Yeah, he
the
should.
second dude was old as shit.
He shouldn't really
They
have
said he was
those
in his-
skills.
You said the second
Well-
dude was old. Oh, wait! I wish you didn't say that because I was thinking it earlier. I didn't want to say it, but that situation kind of reminded me of the end from Metal Gear Solid 3. If y'all played that game, y'all ever fought the end, the old ass dude with the sniper hiding in the bushes? Yeah, that's what that shit reminded me of.
Bruh.
Wow. That's crazy how this is related to a video game. Yeah.
Now, with everything I said, I wish no ill will against Donald Trump, no harm come to him, none of that shit.
Same here. I wanted the race
Shit.
to be I wanted the political debates and all that stuff to be fair. I don't want nobody's life to be jeopardized and for someone to get taken out of the game illegally so that we're just left with one candidate and that just has to be the choice
Well,
now.
they've been taking a
Like-
lot of candidates out illegally, but that's a topic for a different.
It's true. That is true. I
Ray
think this
made
was
it,
a
though.
very dirty race. But like when people's lives are in danger, some of that bullshit has to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't you win presidency fair? Because
Legitimate.
now, honestly, if Kamala does win, I'm putting a stigma right next to it. That's just me personally.
If they assassinated
Maybe
them
that's the
niggas,
idea.
I'm
Maybe
not
that
gonna
is
lie,
the idea.
that kind of makes them look. The Democrats look like kind of hard. Not gonna lie, they're the real mafia.
Me, that makes them
Hell, it's all rigged anyway. Shit.
can't bully your way through it. Nah, nobody should respect that.
Stop.
Especially because trigger.
we respect the bullies out here. Come on, everybody need to get bullied sometime.
Oh, I have a question.
People
Somebody
do
brought
need to
this
get
up.
bullied. Not that we
Somebody brought this up. I have a question, right?
Mhm.
Well, let's say if Kamala becomes president, right? Will the Middle East do business with her?
That's a
That's another
50-50.
thing.
I mean, do they?
I think that's a 90% look. I do not think they're going to respect a female president. I think there's a lot of countries that won't.
Do they? There's
business with
other
it. But
female.
I would hope.
There's other female prime ministers. Does anybody know if Dubai does business with them? Can you guys look
No
that up?
idea.
I was just going to say, I
I
was
have no idea.
not so small.
They respect money. The bag.
Yeah, they
All
respect
about the
money.
Big fact.
All about the Benjamins.
That's all it's about. They see she got the money, they might just work with her. They might say, shit.
Yeah, I know for a fact that there's female prime ministers right now, and I'm like, they might be doing some, things with Dubai, and
As
Doesn't
well as
Mexico have a
Might
president.
not
female
care.
president?
I think France does. If I'm not, I know that chick from that's in Tekken. That's a video
Well,
game.
I'll give
but-
you a for sure example. Denmark has a princess and a queen, and they definitely do business with Dubai.
Okay.
They respect that. They respect that vagina. They respect the vagina. They respect it.
And that's great. I still don't think it's going to, because I do believe some of the stuff that Trump said. I think he's completely off his rocker with some of the things. One of the things that he said that really resonated with me, that I saw with my own eyes,
Is that they're eating the dog?
Joe Biden he said Joe Biden was not taken seriously as a president, and a lot of people stopped fucking with our country because he became president. He might have said that on some hater shit, but even still, my eyes saw the truth in that statement. We did get into a lot of shit when Joe Biden became president, and shit did start going south when Joe Biden became president. We did not have the beef that we have with Russia now before Joe Biden became president. So I'm not going to sit here and act like that the Democrats and Joe Biden and Kamala are squeaky clean and never did anything wrong.
Yeah,
They've been playing dirty this whole
Oh yeah,
time.
no, Kamala's been
Now,
playing dirty
Trump
pool for a little
too.
bit. She's been skimming off the top for a while now. She's been skimming off the top for a
You know
while.
what I'm saying? I'm just trying to. That's why I say I just wanted the race to be fair. I don't care if both people are playing dirty, because then it's fair again. But when you try to take somebody out of the game before the election even starts, that's some punk shit. That's some lame shit.
I don't think
And like I
Democrats-
said,
I don't think that they're doing it.
I put the
I mean,
stigma
Michelle
on if she wins. I gotta put a stigma next to Kamala's name now if she wins. Me personally, I'll still celebrate it because that'll be her first female president. But I'm gonna be looking at her sideways, like, did she really deserve it? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think she's trying to take him out though. Like the first dude that tried
But
to
it's-
kill Trump was a registered Republican.
That is interesting. I did not know that. But even still, regardless, I was just gonna say it's not necessarily that she's trying to do it. It's the fact that it's being done in her regard. You know what I'm saying? There's been no assassination attempts on Kamala.
Yeah, but you could say that about literally every president that's not JFK or Abraham Lincoln.
Not true. George Washington was there was multiple times they tried to assassinate him. And I heard
Okay.
that they tried to assassinate
The man
at one
fought in the
time
war.
as
They
well.
were shooting at his ass all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you trying to argue that like there's other presidents that have been assassinated? Like, because I don't think that's really like the point. Like,
And it's a terrible argument because you'll
Yeah.
come up with like what, 5 to 50.
yeah,
I'm not trying to make that argument at all. I'm just saying that there have been no assassination attempts on Kamala. So with that being the case, I believe that the people that are trying to assassinate
Well, also
Trump
Kamala has never been president before.
acting.
Kamala hasn't had the opportunity to get people mad enough to want to offer it.
Trump has though, but this is what I'm saying. Like, it's a bandwagon effect. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon for Kamala and acting in interest of her and doing things that are unfair to the political race in her regard. But you don't see that happening to her. You just see that happening for her.
That's not fair though. That's absolutely not fair. You have like, and this is why
I don't think it's
Neither
wrong
is
to
being
see
shot
it.
at.
I don't think it's wrong to see it.
Neither
Like,
is being-
it's cool that we have the information just in case it does end up being something like that. But I don't think we
Yeah,
should move off of that idea until we have concrete evidence.
it's just not fair because it's not like a Drake and Kendrick thing where Kendrick literally said You think the hood gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga? I think that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga. That is a threat. She hasn't said anything like that. Now, if a nigga from Oakland killed Drake, well, you know, Kendrick directly made this statement. It's not really the same.
I hear you. I hear you. And I'm not trying to throw the blame at Kamala specifically. I am just saying that to me, it takes away from a fair political race. There are attempts made on one of the party members' lives. And not just one attempt, 2 attempts. We were already, oh man, this is crazy. It's gonna be a historical event,
Republicans
but you know
want
when it
this
happened the
nigga
first
dead. I'm gonna say that
Yes,
Republicans want this nigga dead.
yeah, I can agree that. We can leave it at that. Republicans want these niggas dead because I didn't know that it was the Republican that shot at him the first time. So I'm willing to believe the second time it was probably a Republican as well.
I'm waiting for the information.
My only question about the whole Republican shooting him is like, do they have information of how long he registered as a Republican?
The nigga was 22, so
He was young, so he couldn't have been registered for too long.
4 years, enough
You know
for
what
a
I'm saying? 4 years.
Yeah, he was just barely. He was a baby Republican.
He lived through one term and he was like, "Fuck that." I'm like,
Damn,
I swear to God. He said, "Fuck that shit for real."
I didn't mean to laugh at that.
How Kamala got more security than Trump when she's only the vice president?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's that money on.
At the same time, if you got all that money,
But,
I would have a separate security force,
Nvidia,
bro.
yeah, the Nvidia check right there. Yep.
Just saying.
You know Trump ain't got no extra money. He's got all those court documents and shit he's got to
Nigga
pay.
broke.
Homie's got to pay fees.
That nigga broke. They grease his ass for that money.
Damn.
I forgot about that.
They grease his
Took
ass.
all that
Hey,
Trump Tower money.
Didn't you come out with a new
Got him off
Bitcoin?
that tight rope.
I was
They
about to
come
say,
out with a
that
new
man is a
Bitcoin?
billionaire. He'll find a way to get money. Shoot, they bankrupt the whole Trump Towers. That shit gone. That boy hurt.
That's crazy.
I think the main one in New York, they bankrupt that whole building.
Man,
Bag
boy
out of him.
man.
He's gonna have some avenue of getting money no matter what. I don't think.
Yeah,
he'll
his
have
kids.
support. Like once you're rich like that, you can't really be poor unless you really get fucked over like really bad. But I think it's really hard to really take every last drop of wealth away from somebody, especially like that.
Yeah, you're right. He can because if he asks for donations, people are gonna donate mad money to him. It'll just
Not only
be
that, it's
it'll be
so easy to hide assets too. Like we don't know what assets he has.
Oh, yeah, he probably got
Own a
stuff back
fucking
here.
country if he wanted to, and we would never know about it.
true.
Definitely got money on the side somewhere, or with his kids.
And not even money, like entire businesses, like in industries, maybe even definitely in different countries, all across different countries. So just think of all the work that's already being outsourced, and then just whatever percentage influence Trump has on all that outsourced work, he still has all that under his control.
Hey, Mello said a black guy would be spotted within 500 yards.
Yeah, they sniff him out as soon as he get over there.
Shit, they probably what he had a comb in his car? Well, assassination attempt. Lock him up. He had a what is that? A cigarette lighter? Oh, yeah, he's gonna blow up the White House. Lock him
Black
up.
man, yeah, get him out of here.
Conspiracy, 30 years at least.
Like
Maybe electric chair. We'll see. Depending on how we're feeling today. Oh yeah, speaking of the electric chair, can we talk about Mr. McGee now? Or are we still on
Mr.
this?
McGee. Well, yeah, let's make that the last topic, and then we'll wrap it up for today.
That's cool.
So what's up with that?
Oh, all right, we're getting into it. All right, so for those of you who do not know, there's a young man by the name of Javion McGee. He was hung from a tree, or I shouldn't say that. Allegedly, could have been. His body was found hanging from a tree outside of a Walmart in I think it was North Carolina.
yeah, Henderson incident. Yep.
Yeah, and he was a truck driver from California who was going into Walmart to buy tire straps for his truck. And they used that video of him purchasing that from Walmart as evidence for him hanging himself, despite his body also being broken and bruised and beaten when it was found. So the police are basically saying it's a suspicious death, not a murder. That's what the official statement is as of right now. The investigation is still happening. If you want to see the video, the video is still up of the him buying the tire straps from the Walmart. So if you want to look at those and look, see if that looks like something you could hang yourself with, sure. But no.
You said
matter too, right?
The police reported that it's a suspicious death.
Yes,
but it's not
a
murder.
Death.
The cops did that shit.
Yes,
the cops definitely did that shit.
They won't even let them
run to cover it up.
One of them boys on the inside did that shit.
Now I find it hella convenient that they have footage of him walking into the Walmart, but they don't have footage of the outside of the building where he was hung at. That's what I find completely convenient for them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Unless they have it and they're forced not to release it. In that case, that's a whole other deal entirely.
That'd be some grade A bullshit. Why release one video and not release the others?
That's
exactly.
Well, I think we might have talked about this last.
The parents try to check it out.
I think last
week keep that shit away.
We talked about this and said something about the cops being able to see stuff that don't get released to the public. Or we might have had this conversation off of the pod. But the reason I would think that wouldn't be released to the public is because when the news comes out or whatever, the news is supposed to be like a family-friendly TV show or whatever. It's an informative family show or whatever. So it's like they don't want to show murders and like people getting their heads cut off and explosions and people being blown up. They don't want to show death on TV.
But they've shown clips leading up to death, right?
Yes. I'm saying if that's the case,
George
then we need
Floyd
to have like a
bells,
separate source that can show that.
The dark web is your source for that. If you can always find.
A little bit more public than a dark web, bro. A little bit more than a dark web.
That's real, but I don't think that media outlet is out yet. I don't think that platform is designed for stuff like that.
One should be designed for stuff like
that.
Said
it was.
Too censored nowadays. That's why they're not gonna show it.
Well, that's real. Going into that, what was the kid's name again?
Javion McGee.
Javion McGee. That is tragic what happened to him. So, R.I.P. Rest in power. But for sure, there needs to be a larger investigation on that. I wholeheartedly believe the cops are involved if they tried to downplay it like they did. Because to see all that evidence and then be like, oh, well, this is kind of weird, but
even if they aren't involved, the fact that they're doing what they're doing right now is going to involve them somehow.
Yeah, it's too suspicious. The fact that they're trying to sweep it under the rug. I did hear about this, but I didn't hear the specifics about it. So the one thing I did hear was that like this Javion McGee thing was never even shown on the news or the TV. You know what I'm saying? And this has only been spread around by word of mouth so far. Everybody's trying to, speak up so that we can get more information. But I'm just like, the fact that they're not allowed.
I did see a news clip about it. I'm not sure who it was, or maybe it was an online news source or something like that.
Probably online. That's how I found out about the shit, from some dude reposting it from his cousin, the girl that was from Chicago. She's the one that was talking about it mainly, and then that's how it started spreading around.
Yeah. It was his cousin, right? His cousin's TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I found that as well.
I feel like they need to investigate the morgue, though. They need to investigate them because supposedly when his parents trying to check it out, they kept giving them the runaround. They didn't want them to see the body at all. Every time they asked for it.
Josh, let me get your perspective as well, because this happened down in where you be at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I'm gonna say I believe it, and this is why. A lot of people don't know these places still exist, but they're called sundown towns.
Yep.
We still have sundown towns in North Carolina, which means when the sun goes down, your ass need to be out of town.
Don't they got one out here in Houston? It started with a
I
V.
see.
I don't know what it's called. It started with a V. I seen that the other day. I don't remember what it's called. I should have screenshotted that shit, but all I know is it starts with a V.
You
And
said
it's like,
sundown town in Houston.
there's some town I seen it. It's like it's. I just seen this video. She was like, if you go to this town, make sure you ride right past it, never stop. It start with a V.
yeah.
Verdane. I don't know. I forgot.
Well, we have a lot of places that are named after like French cities, so it gets kind of messy. So it's kind of hard to tell. But let me see. Like we have a city in Texas named after literally fucking everything. So it's kind of hard to find a specific.
So you're saying this probably happened in one of those cities, right?
Probably, most likely, and the cops are probably trying to cover
Oh,
it
you're
up.
talking about Vernon.
Yeah.
Oh, Vernon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Vernon? Yeah, I heard about that place.
There's
I
that
heard you're not supposed to
Henderson's
step.
predominantly white. It's just like, what are you gonna do over there? Like, you don't have any reason to be over there in the first place. Just don't do it.
Yeah. Fuck that. It's like
Yeah,
out
and
the way.
it might cost your life.
Just
No, it's Vinton.
Curiosity Lake.
It was Vinton. Vinton. I just Vinton. They said drive past that town, Vinton.
Vinton.
Oh, I know. I heard about Vernon or whatever you said
Vinton,
before.
like Vinton.
Yes, I'm not anywhere in Texas that start with a V. I'm skipping right past that shit. I don't give a fuck.
See where that is at. Oh, that is on the border of Mexico. That's something else.
People get
Makes
lost
sense.
out there.
That makes sense.
That's El Paso.
Over there. So, once again, R.I.P. to Javion. You know what I'm saying? Hope his family gets some type of justice. You know what I'm saying? But is there anything else y'all want to bring up before we wrap it up for today?
Take that.
Honorable mention.
I'm coming out with a new horror movie.
R.I.P. my niggas.
Go watch Blink Twice. That shit is fire. Yeah.
Coming out with a new horror movie
I'm gonna be
called
watching.
1,000 Bottles of Baby Oil.
Crazy.
The villain is called the Diddler.
Oh,
Crazy work.
no,
When you're waking
You
up in
taking
the
10
middle of the
million or
night,
you taking that oil?
that's gonna
when you wake up in the
That
middle
is
of the
gonna
night,
be-
all you hear is take that.
That's
Yeah.
Man,
crazy.
I can't wait for the documentary or the live action movie or like the based off of a true events movie that they're gonna do.
But bro,
Because-
imagine it'd be scary as hell. You wake up, you hear take that, you get up, you run, you slip on baby oil, that's your ass. Literally.
God damn.
bro, but like, so
Imagine
let's
a scene
say,
where you're stuck in
let's
sleep
say-
paralysis, bro, and you here to take that.
stop that sleep paralysis.
Benjamin.
But well, let's say Diddy talks. Let's say Diddy gives up information, and let's say that he gives his side of the story and why he was.
Jimmy
doing
Iovine
what
is
he
the
was
devil.
doing. You don't think nobody's gonna make a movie out of that? You know what I'm saying? And then we get someone to act like Diddy, whoever it is that plays Diddy in the movie or whatever. Scenes that are going to happen, they're gonna have other celebrities in them. Like the idea of that type of movie to me, where they do like based on true events thing about D, that would just be one of the wildest movies I probably ever saw. Self. It writes
Gonna
stuff,
get
I
paid
swear.
mad money for that character role. Bro, finna get
Whoever
bad.
plays Diddy,
Yeah, it's finna get bad.
yeah, Mello said that's a career.
Absolutely.
Look, I
You
don't
got him in Endgame right
necessarily
there.
think
You
it's
get
a
a shit
career.
ton of money, but it's the last role you'll ever get.
Right?
Not necessarily. Y'all seen what happened with that one dude? He started acting as that serial killer on that Netflix movie, a Netflix documentary. Everybody was like, "Yo, that movie's so good," and blah blah blah. The dude who played Jeffrey Dahmer, I forget his name, but like he got other roles after that. He played a serial killer cannibal. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a it is that crazier than what Diddy did? I don't know.
I
The
mean,
level is
Loving the show, man.
crazy.
Shit,
But like,
That show.
Dahmer might have
That's why they
been
let
the
it slide.
predecessor. He might have gave him the game. We don't even know. That could have been his OG right there.
hey, Isaiah said it's nightmare
that
fuel.
is that is nightmare fuel.
Take that.
Uh,
I'm gonna need you to
yeah,
stop.
man. Wild stuff. Wild stuff this week. But let's go ahead and wrap this up for this episode. We are the Casual Crew. I am your boy HBK Cora. My homies introduced themselves on the way out. You know what I'm saying? Get it.
It's your boy
Scars,
Mukamara
your
San.
boy.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
You go ahead. You always do. Go ahead.
This is why we need to do a
Nigga.
roll call, so we stop doing shit.
Nah, this nigga Victoria needs to call. He
We gonna
needs.
start.
We
Nah,
already
look,
We gonna
announced.
start.
Anyway, nah. Look. First of all, we already announced ourselves. The links.
I feel like you get a kick out of it.
All the links are in the fucking bio. You know what I'm saying? We had Isaiah in here. I put his link in there. I got Max's link in there. Follow the Instagram. Follow the ads. And yeah, we don't got to do the roll call. But if anybody should do it, it should be Victoria. Just saying.
All right. Well, you heard them. All of our links are in the promo. You know where to find us. Check us out. You know what I'm saying? You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram. You can find us all individually. Or you can find us together here on the Casual Crew podcast. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said,